Guys, stop for a minute. Take a look at your wallet. Your wallet says a lot about you. And let me ask you a question. Is it time for an upgrade? Our friends at Ridge are here to help you step up your pocket game. This incredible wallet is light, sleek, and industrial, but it doesn't fold or awkwardly bulge out of your back pocket. It goes into your front pocket. Ridge wallets pull up to 12 cards, plus all the cash that you need. You can choose from over 30 colors and styles. That includes carbon fiber and burnt titanium. It is the best wallet you can buy, and you don't just have to take my word for it because there's over 40,000 five-star reviews. I was skeptical at first, but once I tried it, I never went back, and I'm sure you won't, but guys, there's no pressure. Test it out for 45 days. If you don't love it, send it back, get a full refund. If you decide to keep it, and you will, there's a lifetime warranty. Go to ridge.com/Chael or just click the link in the description below and get 10% off with free worldwide shipping and returns. Jake Paul, where has he been? I mean, I got to tell you, I'm into the Jake Paul experience. I try to put titles out that gets clicks. Jake came on the show. It did wonderful numbers. You guys all see it, right? I'm not bragging, but I'm also not embellishing it. It's sitting right there for you guys to see. I couldn't say Jake Paul's name enough. I just kept talking. Boom, Jake took his oars out of the water. And Jake even told us he was going to do that. I can't remember what it was. I think he was promoting or at least helping to train a female teammate of his who had an upcoming match. And Jake said, I'm leaving boxing for right now. I'm getting out. Forget about me. Put whatever media, whatever attention I get over to this young lady. So we had pause for it, but we also knew that he was going to come back. What was the delay? What was holding him up? And his next move is his most important move. It always is for everybody. But Jake did not love the level of business. He did not love how many of you stopped what you were doing and pushed the buy button for his last fight. So that's why it's paramount that whatever he does now is very important. Where's Jake? Strategizing, planning, manipulating, conniving, I'm sure. But where and in what direction, right? I mean, his brother goes over to pro wrestling. I caught something. I don't know if this is recent. I took it as recent because I just saw it. But Jake was trying out for an NFL team. Whether he gets there, this is great stuff. This is attention-worthy stuff, but specifically, where is Jake in the world of boxing? Well, we just might have an answer. He went after Michael Bisping. Now, Jake brings something special, attention-wise, in front of everything else. Nobody's talking about Jake for his left hand or his right hand. Nobody's talking about his training or his coaching or his workout partners or his gym or his discipline. They're talking about the attention that he can garner and take an audience into this realm of which he chose to be the sweet science. Great. He's never had anybody that will match him. Jake has had nothing but opponents. He is yet to have a partner. I don't think that Jake understands how helpful life can be and how much easier this world of navigating promotion, the hardest thing you're ever going to run into. There's a reason none of you dreamed of being promoters. There's a reason none of your friends went on to be promoters. There's a reason the high school, when you didn't have classes or have a book in the library on promotion. There's a reason the universities and colleges you went to, you cannot major in fight promotion. First off, nobody knows it. And second off, it's really hard. I'm just sharing for you, Jake, as good of a job as he's done, has only had opponents. He's never had a partner. You get in bed with Michael Bisping, you got a partner. And you got a partner who will outshine you at every chance that he gets. With Michael Bisping comes a country. It's interesting, guys. I'm not predicting for you those two are going to go squabble. I will share with you right now, there's some guys that you can mess with. There's some guys you can pick on. Michael Bisping is not in that bucket. He's in the category of don't F with that guy unless you want to get into it. And I never believed Bisping was retired. I brought this to you guys time after time. Michael heard that I was telling people. He finally pulled me aside in person and said, hey, Chael, I know you think I'm coming back, but I'm not. I'm done. Well, I don't believe him. I believe maybe he believed it. But all of us former fighters look the same. Fat, out of shape, depressed, lonely, bored. But we all have this, oh, you used to fight, you got a little cauliflower in your ear, got a little confidence in your face, got a little something around the midsection. We all look the same. Well, not Bisping. And I work with Bisping. I travel the roads with Bisping. We will have early wake-up calls, 8 a.m. I mean, just by example, you're up by 6 and you're getting your suit on, your whole bit, and you're down in the car by 8 a.m. Get your cup of coffee and off you go. Bisping's already ran 5 miles. All the time. He will go in at night and then he'll sit in the sauna before he goes up to his room and goes to bed. I'm going, yeah, that's not what somebody does. This is not fun. You do not meet hobbyists that do mixed martial arts. None. Somebody's got a goal. That could be weight loss. That could be to get in shape. That could be to get your black belt. There's a number of different goals, but you don't have anybody that just goes and does. It's not fun. Bisping's still in the gym. Now is he running right in front of me? I know that he's running. I know that he's going and sauning. I know he's getting one workout in a day and some two while on the road. You know how hard it is to train on the road? You don't have a facility. You don't have people around. You don't have that coach to motivate you. He's doing all those things. When he gets home, he goes in and works with Perillo. I saw sparring footage, and so did you guys. You just might not remember it. 6 months ago, Michael Bisping and Luke Rockhold. Sparring, kickboxing, and MMA. So I've never believed that he's done. Even when he was convinced I don't think so. Then you guys might not know this about Michael Bisping. He's got a son who's a stud. This kid is handsome. He's young. He's smart. He's a college athlete. Bisping goes out and works sprints with him. He goes in and works with his child one-on-one with his hands. Soaking wet, heart beating out of his chest. So no, I don't think he's done. I've never believed it. Then Bisping went ahead to assure everybody he's done, to reveal everything he's dealing with that eye, and also a knee. Bisping has I guess I would call it a bionic knee. He showed me photographs. It created a pain in my stomach when I saw them. They took a skill saw, they opened his knee, they shaved it down like you would a table that you were crafting, and they put all metal in. But then 4 months later, again, he's running 5 miles a day and he's doing sprints with Kellum. So apparently the knee's pretty good. And I don't know what a commission's going to say on that. I don't know if a commission gives a damn if you got a bionic knee. I don't know. I turn the TV on sometimes and we've got people that are being celebrated, sponsored by Nike, that are running with what they call it, orthopedics that come down. I mean, this is something where I've never seen a level of discrimination in sport. I've never even heard of a level of discrimination where you couldn't get a license because you had to have your knee worked on. MMA could be a little bit different. You guys remember that when Tim Sylvia got a metal plate put in his forearm? He fought Frank Mir, his arm popped. He goes and gets a metal plate in his forearm. And Tim was smeared in everybody's face. He said, this entire part of my arm is metal and I'm going to hit you with it and the commission is going to let me. It was one of these things where people go, oh, geez, Tim, are you real? Hey, don't hit me with that bionic forearm. But the point being, the commission, of course we're not going to hold this against a guy because he went in and fixed his body. So I'm only bringing that to you because the big part of the story, can Bisping get licensed? So Jake Paul says publicly, hey, Mike, you go get a license. I'll give you an ass whipping. I'll give you $1 million and I'll give you pay-per-view points. You're not going to get away with that. I'm just letting you know. I don't know where Mike's at. But I know that he spars. I know that he's in shape. He does not fall into the same category of former world champion, ex-fighter. He could whip himself into shape really fast. Now, can he get licensed? I don't know the ins and outs with the eye. There's for sure an eye test. I don't know about any knee test. I don't know. If it's there, I don't know about it. There for sure is an eye test, but there's also jurisdictions. I mean, could you just imagine they took that fight to England? If Michael Bisping did some legwork here, if he went and found a commission that would allow this to happen, and maybe he's got to pull some strings. He's got friends in England. He'd be the one to do that. And then he went and found a venue. Say he did those two things, and he goes back to the Paul team. That $1 million just became $3 million. They will sell that out. That will be an incredible night of business, and we will have very clear marching orders for Jake Paul. I hope we get to that point, because if we get to the point in the conversation where we start discussing, can Jake Paul beat Michael Bisping? Michael Bisping was an MMA champion of the world, fighting out of England, a country that does not contest wrestling in the Olympic Games. Michael Bisping's a kickboxer. You're taking Brer Rabbit, you're throwing him right into the briar patch. I like to fight, guys. I'm not against it at all. I'm not. I'm into the whole thing. Bisping's been working his ass off for something. Bisping responded to Jake Paul. Bisping responded in a way that no other fighter thought to respond. He responded with compliments. He said, you know what? You are getting attention and you are doing well and you do command a lot of money. And it's for those reasons that I will take your challenge. If you're serious, call my people. I don't know where this is going to go. But Jake Paul has only had opponents. He would find a partner for the first time ever. Michael Bisping's in shape. He's training for something. And Michael Bisping's not letting anybody slide. You can debate all day. Can he beat this guy? Can he not beat this? I'm telling you right now, that's not how Bisping's mind works. You challenge Bisping, you're going to be fighting Bisping.